What's going on, everybody? It's the Bulls Show, aka Aiden, and welcome back to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a positive past couple of days, and today we're going to continue that positive vibe for the Chicago Bulls as we talk about injury updates and more specifically players that could be returning from injuries earlier than expected. But before we get started, please like and subscribe to the Bulls Show, turn notifications on, and let me know in the comments below your thoughts about the current Chicago Bulls list of injuries and what do you think it can be like heading into March. Which players do you expect to return early, which players do you expect to return late, and overall, where do you see the Chicago Bulls once everybody remains healthy? The first thing I have to talk about, ladies and gentlemen, is Zach Lavine. There has been a lot of news about Zach Lavine, and thankfully it all seems to be good and positive. First things first, when it comes to Zach Lavine, it looks like he will be cleared to participate in all activities within the next 48 hours. So this could potentially mean that he's playing in the All-Star game. It definitely means he should be ready for the game against the Atlanta Hawks. But the best thing about this, no serious injury for Zach Lavine. They had to drain some of the fluid out of his knee to reduce the swelling of his leg, obviously, and that is something that was very beneficial, of course, but no serious 6 to 8 weeks injury. Zach Lavine seems to be good to go. He ended up actually, interrupting DeMar DeRozan's post-game interview after the Sacramento Kings game to pretty much say, "See you in Cleveland," which basically is an indication that he plans to go to Cleveland, but he could be planning to participate in the All-Star game and maybe the three-point contest as well. So good luck to Zach Lavine. Hopefully his knee will be ready to go for that event, and hopefully nothing seriously bad happens outside of that event that prevents him from returning to the Chicago Bulls. Because as much as I love to see Zach Lavine participate in the three-point contest and participate in the All-Star game, I would 10 times more love to see Zach Lavine participate for the Chicago Bulls. So that's obviously my priority when it comes to what I'd prefer. But I would love to have the best of both worlds. If Zach Lavine's healthy and ready to play for the All-Star game, then get him in there, ladies and gentlemen. Talk about the minutes. Don't give him a lot of minutes. But then the Chicago Bulls, that's where his eyes should be set on as we look to see out a very good season in the Eastern Conference. But there's another player, ladies and gentlemen, that we need to talk about. Someone else that could be returning earlier than expected when it comes to Mr. Alex Caruso. Alex Caruso is one of those guys that I probably miss the most on this team for a variety of reasons. One, his tenacity, his pressure on the ball, his ability to stay in front of his man, and his defensive leadership, I think, are very vital towards this team because, again, some of the weaknesses that we've had is our defensive pressure and, of course, our defensive quality. And I think Alex Caruso fixes both of those things 10 times forward. He's been fantastic this season, probably an all-NBA defender if you're asking me. If he stayed healthy all season, he's probably not going to get that ranking at the moment because he has been out more times than he's currently been playing. But when he is playing, we can all see his true defensive prowess, as well as his other attributes offensively on the court. It's truly mesmerizing sometimes to watch him play on this team. But two, he's been hard done by with injuries, and some of those injuries, unfortunately, are not his fault. Some of the things that he can't control, and these are the things that make me miss Alex Caruso more than probably any other player. Again, I miss Lonzo. I miss every player that's been out for the Chicago Bulls, but Alex Caruso was back. He ended up coming back, and then 2 games later, a dirty play happens, and now he was out for 6 to 8 weeks. But there's good news that Alex Caruso could potentially come back earlier than expected. Now, of course, nothing is guaranteed in this league, so there could obviously be a little bit more time for Alex Caruso, but I guess this news and this hunch is based off the fact that he is going to be able to return to shooting within 7 to 10 days after suffering his fractured wrist. Now, if that's the only thing keeping him away for the Chicago Bulls is his inability to shoot, then that means that I think he's relatively close to returning. Now, I don't think he's going to return after 7 to 10 days. Of course, that's not what I'm saying, but that's a big significant step forward for him returning. Patrick Williams is another guy that has been shooting without a cast or any sort of, weakness or hindrance to him when it comes to shooting the ball and participating with the Chicago Bulls. Now, Patrick Williams might be another guy that we could see returning relatively soon, but that was obviously a big step for him. And Alex Caruso, it's a very big step for him as well. If it takes 7 to 10 days to be able to shoot the ball again, that's one step closer to seeing that defensive leader, that good bench player, the good facilitator, a good scorer, all the things you want to bring to Alex Caruso's name. It's good that we're going to have that guy return for the Chicago Bulls. So let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think if he's able to return earlier than expected? I would absolutely love to see Alex Caruso return earlier than expected. Again, we are short on guards at the end of the day. We're only really playing 3 guards because DeMar's technically playing as a forward for the Chicago Bulls. So we're playing Io, Kobe, and Matt Thomas most nights for the Chicago Bulls. And we are short on guards. So it's going to be great to see Lonzo and Caruso return because the guard depth becomes 10 times more. And of course, we'll see Lavine return as well. Then the guard numbers start to get a little bit higher and we have a little bit more depth in that position. And then hopefully we won't begin to worry about who's going to play on certain nights. Is Kobe White starting or is he going to be on the bench today? These types of situations, I really hope the Chicago Bulls can get behind them. So let's just see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. But 2 positive stories on a very positive day, very positive 2 days for the Chicago Bulls. So I'm very, very happy, of course. I can't wait to see Tristan Thompson play on this team. I'm obviously very ecstatic with a 5-game win streak. And overall, this news of potential returns earlier than expected is great joy as well. All of these things are probably equally as important as each other because the team that we currently have at the moment, getting Alex Caruso into this team is like a new signing in many ways because we know what he can bring and it's absolutely vital towards this team. It's like Lonzo, Caruso, they're new signings for the Chicago Bulls. They're coming in and it's a different team in total. Same with Tristan Thompson, obviously. So I'm very, very happy to see these types of guys return. And I can't wait to see what the future holds when we are just a little bit more healthier. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you're new. Let me know in the comments below your thoughts about the Chicago Bulls current injury list and all of that. I did make this video in delay because at the end of the day, the news kind of broke yesterday. But for anybody that's keeping updated, this is obviously a video updating you on the situation. But there was just so many good things to talk about and just simply not enough time for me to talk all about it. So here's the video today, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully that doesn't bother you. But at the end of the day, we'll see what happens in the next couple of days. Be aware of the buyout market. I know we got our big man, ladies and gentlemen. Many people still want another center. Many people want to see Tristan as a power forward. Many people still think we could go after a guy like Goran Dragic off of this bench as well. I'm not going to be the one to answer all of those questions and all of that. I will continue to make buyout videos if you guys want me to, but my total belief is I don't think we're going to do anything else, but only the Bulls will know that for certain. And if it is the case or it isn't the case, we will be here to talk about it. So keep those suggestions up and I will be talking a little bit more about it in the future. Have a wonderful and safe day. I'll see you in another Chicago Bulls video. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay tuned for more. Take care and